Steve Spohn in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He's a disability rights advocate with the Able Gamers Foundation. Steve, thanks so much for joining us. I want to just start by getting your first reaction when you heard about the coronavirus pandemic spreading here in the United States.
Yeah, it was really scary for a lot of us, particularly for those of us who are in the quote 3%. It was at first the virus we didn't know a lot about, but we knew that it was affecting people who are immunocompromised, disabled. If you have problems breathing ordinarily, then this virus could wreak havoc with you. And so having to worry about that on top of your daily stress has been a lot. And I find myself trying particularly hard to shine a lot of positivity on Twitter just to keep people encouraged that they need to pay attention to people with disabilities, take precautions to protect people with disabilities, as well as the immunocompromised, because there's a lot of us out there that need your help. Wear your mask.
And Stephen, how has your life changed in the months since the pandemic first emerged? Is there a new normal now?
There is, yeah. It's really unfortunate for people like myself. I have SMA, spinal muscular atrophy. Essentially, my muscles get weaker as time goes on, and I'm on a ventilator 24/7. I haven't left my house except for one time to go to a doctor's appointment that was a life or death appointment in 6 months. Because if I catch this thing, then I'm probably going to die. And that is a hard reality for a lot of us. It's not something that a lot of people are comfortable with hearing. A lot of people would rather tune away from that kind of information. But when you're looking to see who is really affected, it's people like me. It's people like me when you don't wear your mask and you accidentally cough in my area and you don't know you're symptomatic, but you actually have the disease and you cough and I breathe it in. I'm probably gone within a few weeks. And that's just the reality I live in.
Wow, Stephen. What is the one thing that people can do in your hometown of Pittsburgh and around the world to help make you and other disabled people safer other than wearing a mask, which you mentioned there too?
If there's one thing I could get out into the world, I wish it was that people would show a little empathy and compassion right now. You can do simple precautions like washing your hands, keeping your social distance. We're stuck in this battle where somehow this virus has become politicized. Somehow it's become if you are a Democrat, you believe, and if you're a Republican, you don't. And the virus doesn't care. The virus doesn't care what you vote, doesn't care what color you call red, blue, purple, doesn't matter. It only cares that you are a human being and it wants to come after you. And we really need to be mindful of the fact that there are people out there like myself, like Mr. Hickston, that I originally met your reporter with and talked about, who are the people who are in danger, who are losing their lives due to this virus. And people need to keep in mind it's not a freedom that you're losing. You're just protecting others. Wear the mask, take the precautions to protect people, not to protect yourself.
Stephen Spohn, we pray for your continued safety during this pandemic, and we thank you for coming on to remind everybody that's watching, of course, during all of this to stay vigilant.